years ago, I used to play around with writing some fiction, and I had an idea for a novel. I never did anything with it, but the concept was it would be a kid who was raised on a Garnish farm, a farm where they grow Garnish. And their motto was, we raise the food you throw away. They just raised the stuff you sort of sprinkled around the edge, and then you didn't eat. And the concept of the novel would be that this guy goes on to do increasingly more spectacular things, but none of them have any meaning. They're all like raising food for people to throw away. And he spends his entire life doing that. I thought that could be interesting. I never got around doing anything with it. But it reminds me of Hebrews 11:13, which is the exact opposite. Because it's talking about these people who live by faith, and he says, all these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised, they only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting they were foreigners and strangers on earth. See, they were living for something bigger than themselves. And as we've seen, they frequently didn't do anything all that spectacular in and of itself, but by their faithfulness, they put themselves in positions where God could use them to do amazing things because they continuously were living for something bigger. And that's our challenge, isn't it? Because we've got the two competing things in our lives. We've got all the things that are yelling for our attention that we could spend all our time on that may even seem spectacular, but don't have any long-term value. Or we can spend our lives on things that really matter, things that will ripple into eternity. And so my challenge for you today is to analyze what you're doing, look at your life, and ask yourself the question, am I just a Garnish farmer? Because there's a whole lot more to life than raising stuff for other people to throw away. And that's today's Jumpstart. Hey, if this video really touched a nerve with you, it might be helpful for somebody else. So share it with them. Go to Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and let them know what you're learning from the Jumpstart.